Hiya, come on in, get cozy. Everyone's staying blessed and protected. I hope everyone's having a wonderful Wednesday and a wonderful week. Now, this is a new moon in Aquarius. It's a solar eclipse, the ring of fire. So there's a definite shift in the energy because I can feel it as well. And I'm sure other people can feel the shift as well, this new moon. Always a good start, a good chance to, start afresh and manifesting whatever it is that we need. But yeah, the new moon, excuse me, the time is ripe for seeking new opportunities. A time, this is the annual solar eclipse, the ring of fire, a time to find your passion and embrace your power. Use the fiery energy of this eclipse to take bold action. Moon in Aquarius, the time is ripe for celebrating life. Make the most of parties, gatherings, and other social opportunities. And we've got the fresh beginnings. The new moon signifies the start of a new cycle, new beginnings, and a time to plant new seeds. This card represents the fresh energy of new beginnings and encourages you to set new intentions and manifest your deepest desires. The new moon in Aquarius, the rebel's revolution. Embrace your individuality and tap into your visionary spirit. Using Aquarius, a progressive and innovative energy to create change. Kind of get the words out. But yes, this is, I feel like and I picked this deck up, that like Spirit led me to this deck, and I seen the sun and the wheel of fortune. A powerful energy and especially with it being the ring of fire as well, this solar eclipse energy. I mean, we might not see it, but it's there. It's happening. But I want to thank all my lovely subscribers for all your likes, your shares, your comments, your emails. I appreciate every single one of you. And all of you who have been donating and have donated and bought boxes and readings, all got the GoFundMe. Thank you. We appreciate you so very much. Just over the past couple of days, we've had quite a large donation from Alison. Thank you, Alison, if you're watching this. But yeah, she made a massive donation. So Mimi's operation is paid for. Now I just need to raise the funds so that Sheba can get hers done as well at the same time. Now, I don't think I'm going to raise 720 to get the keyhole, but that's what she does need. But you never know. I'm going to get my creative hands on and I'm going to start making loads of things. I've got a lot of resin things to make, a lot of candles to make. I'm going to make up some more boxes. Each box will come with a private reading, postage paid. And, I'm going to make some different kinds of boxes. I'll just make them up and then I'll just put them online. So if anybody wants to be interested in them, I'll do them at £35 each with the reading and with the postage including. And they are worth it. I know they are because I put a lot of time and I put a lot of goodness and a lot of blessings go into these boxes, But I want to do some resin things and some more candles and whatever I can. I might even make some jewellery. I've got some jewellery to make as well. But we'll see. We'll get into this reading and see what Spirit wants us to know today. Dear Heavenly Spirit of the Most High, Heavenly Angels, Archangels, Spirit Guides, Ancestors of our highest good, we call upon you, Heavenly Spirit, to protect our chakras from the root to the crown. We call upon you, Heavenly Spirit, to protect our energy as we channel this message. And we call upon you, Heavenly Spirit, to block out all and any negative or evil interference. And we call upon you, Heavenly Spirit, to show the collective exactly what they need to see in this new moon in Aquarius. Thank you. We love you. Lovers. Now, do you know something? That Lovers was actually behind the other cards that I've seen, the Sun and the Moon. The Sun and the Moon. Oh, might be a secret. I mean, the Sun and the Wheel of Fortune. So the Sun and the Moon. Oh, I would be very careful here. Look at that. We've got Lovers with the Devil and a Two of Cups. Oh, but the strength is here. Oh, there's something in the middle of it here. But the Sun is here. So the first card that I've seen, the sun is here, shining a light on something. It could be a relationship. You know, like sometimes we have them rose-coloured glasses on and we can't see it when we're in it. It's not until we come out of it that we'll look back and see a bigger picture. Maybe that the devil was involved. Let me ring my bell. Close your ears. Oh. Yeah, so, but we'll get into it and we'll see what Spirit wants us to see. But it's not, I mean, there's something, there's closing out a cycle here. You know, and it could involve, I'm seeing with the Two of Cups and the Lovers, you know, it could be closing out a cycle with a person who's, you know, low vibrational. Or sometimes we meet these people to trigger us, you know, to trigger our awakening, to be healing. You know, we've got a Knight of Wands here. That's like, you know, it's actually standing up and taking action, you know, finding that passion as well, like fiery energy, especially with the Ring of Fire here. And seeing, I'm just going to say, seeing the sun, and there's the sun again 3 times. That's 100% a message with the sun here. The sun is the happiest card in the deck. You know, sometimes people can view, it's how you view something. You can either think, oh, you know, that was, because I used to think, right, me personally, I thought, oh my word, I have wasted 25 years of my life. And then I thought, I've changed my perspective, I changed my mindset. And I said to myself, no, I didn't. How much I learned in them 25 years, yeah, I learned so much, especially about narcissists. And how many different guys, they had all the different tactics and all the red flags and everything. No, I should get a medal for what I actually went through. We've got a Knight of Cups here. This is someone coming in. Can be a love offer. This could be something that you've prayed for. Look, yeah, lovers. This could, you know, take it as it resonates. But there's a love. This usually a Knight of Cups is someone coming in offering a cup of love. This is something that's been prayed for here. A Four of Swords. You may have prayed for this lover here. I was just going to put that back in then, but then Spirit's like, no, that came out. I'm seeing Knight of Coins, a very solid energy. A very solid energy. We've got the Hierophant here. This even could be a marriage, can represent marriage. So there's something about closing a cycle out with the old in with the new kind of thing. Yeah, putting a past relationship behind you. It could have been, you know, could have wounded you. Yeah, the Hermit is taking a deeper look at a situation. Yeah, look, 5 of Cups. Instead of this is introspection. Instead of like, you know, going within or something or taking a deeper look at whatever this love offer is. But I feel like if you're in a 5 of Cups, it's like I used to think, oh, I wasted all them years, but then change your perspective, changing the mindset, coming out of this 5 of Cups, because 5 of Cups is grieving and mourning of what has gone. You can change it and see it as a blessing. Even when I lost my son, I thought to myself, yeah, because I've lost 2 sons. But my first son, he was 5.5 months old, and I changed my perspective. I saw the blessing in it. I said, at least I had him for 5.5 months. It might not seem a long time, but I had him, and he was my baby. When I had my second son, I didn't even get to know him. He died during birth. So I have to look at the blessing in that. Even though I only had my son for 5.5 months, I had my son for 5.5 months. I looked at that blessing. And same with, you know, bad relationships. Look at the blessing. You learned the lesson. There's no, you know, you can sit and dwell and be in a 5 of Cups, or, you know, you can change it and change your perspective on it, change how you view things. Yeah, there's an 8 of Swords here. Something this is like someone feeling trapped in their own head, you know, bound in. It's like sometimes it is a lot of things are in our head. They're just in our head. It's what our head tells us, you know. A 4 of Coins is, you know, something holding on to something, and I feel it is holding on to something from the past with the 4 of Cups as well. I feel like it's something that you're holding on to, memories probably, or woe is me kind of thing. You know, this is someone holding onto things. They're better putting them off in a box there, locking it up in a box inside your brain, close the box, lock it with the key, and throw away the key. You know, there's things that you just don't need to dwell on. There's nothing you can do because yesterday's already gone. And that's what I seen this morning, that yesterday's gone. Tomorrow's not promised. So we've got is today. I wasn't feeling them two, but look, we've got the 201s here. This is a pathway. Which path are you going to choose? You know, I feel like it's also a balance between earth and spirit. You know, seeing the green and seeing the purple. Earth and spirit. Just walking through them gates, you know, it could even be walking through some spirituality. We've got 8 of Wands here. This could be something like an epiphany. I've got solid energy again, the Knight of Coins. Something very solid here. I feel like once somebody walks through that door, you know, like closes the door on the past, another door is going to open. Yeah, look at that 10 of, oh, I thought it was a 10 of Cups. It looked like a 10 of Cups, but it's a 7 of Cups, and it looks like dreams come true here. A seven of Cups is like, these are the choices that we have to make. We can choose every day when we get up whether to be happy that day or unhappy. You decide your mood. You can switch it. You really can. Jump in the shower, you know, or just wash your face, brush your teeth, do something, you know, put some nice clothes on, do your hair, makeup, whatever it is that is going to make you feel better. Make the right choice here. Because I feel like this looks like a really nice 7 of Cups that you would want to make a choice on. To me, that looks like a 10. I thought it was a 10 of Cups. Yeah, we've got the Temperance Angel. You know, things will be balanced. A Temperance Angel, it could even be like Earth Angel energy, but I feel like it's being balanced, yeah. We've got the 5 of Coins. It's like, you know, sometimes people can feel like they've been left out of something. But if you feel like that, then that's how it's going to be, you know. So you've got to put yourself first. You put yourself first. If no one else, yeah, this is a new beginning here with the Ace of Wands. And I feel like with this Knight of Wands energy that keeps popping up, I feel like that's you taking, you know, putting that passion and that fiery energy into this situation, especially when we've got this solar eclipse with a ring of fire, and it's this new moon in Aquarius. Yeah, I've just seen the Page of Wands and the 6 of Wands, something being successfully, whatever this new venture is. The Page of Wands with the 6 of Wands, there's a lot of wands, there's a lot of fire energy here. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but take it as it resonates. But I'm just seeing a lot of fiery energy, a lot of passion. You know, follow your passion. The 4 of Swords again, resting, praying. Yeah, this could be, you know, this is, and we've got 7 of Wands. This is standing up for yourself, you know, protection as well. I feel like this is someone who can protect themselves. Oh, you need to protect yourself. You know, I feel like rest here. Rest, you know, put your mind at rest, because this is to do with your mind, this. But we've got the 4 of Swords, so I feel like something putting your mind at rest. Yeah, we've got a 3 of Cups here. It could be a group energy. It could also mean celebration, you know. Yeah, celebrate life rather than thinking about, oh, woe is me. We've got leaving here for calmer waters here. I feel like somebody might decide to do this. And, you know, if you're in a situation that is causing an 8 of Swords, the only option is to take this, you know, make the choice to do this new beginning here. Because you want to be in a 4 of Swords energy, not in an 8 of Swords energy. So you can come out of that. You make that choice for this, to take whatever step it is that you need to do. And even if it is leaving people, places and things behind, that's what you have to do. Excuse me. I'm seeing the 5 of Swords here. 5 of Swords is defeating one's enemies. Oh, look at this. I'm seeing the Tower. This is the Tower came out. A tower can be like it can even be like an epiphany, something happening suddenly. You know, this could be like divine intervention here. This could be like an idea that just pops into your head. That it could even be to do with leaving, because seeing the Chariot here as well. Yeah, there's something that's leaving something behind, this anxiety, these nightmares. Look, this person looks like being haunted. I feel like leaving this behind. Yeah, it's like with that Five of Swords there, it's like, yeah, you're still standing, you've still got 3 swords. But, you know, it's like, yeah, you made it out alive. I kind of get that vibe with my situation. I made it out alive again, over and over again. I feel like we're going to the lion's pit. You know, spirit sends us on these missions and we go into the lion's den, yeah? And we do come out unscathed. Well, kind of. I'm saying that, yeah, we've got healing here. We've got the star energy with the Knight of Wands and the Pages. You know, these came out and I put them back. These 2 cards came out, fell down, and they've come out again. So I really feel like Spirit's like, yeah, no, I told you to take them. We've got the star energy, which is very healing from something here. Yeah, resting as well. Resting is healing. There's something to do with the mental side to it. You know, there's so much stigma attached to mental health issues that people, you know, think you're crazy and that. You know, when I did my DBT therapy, I had to attend a place called Linfield Mount, and that is in Bradford. Now, people say, oh, well, crazy people go there. No, they don't. No, they don't. If I hadn't gone there and got the therapy, the DBT therapy, you know, I wouldn't have been able to control CPTSD, but it helped me. So I went there every week and just put away aside my ego, you know, and thought, yeah, it might be Linfield Mount. And people say, oh, you only crazy people go there. No, it's like if you had a broken arm, you'd go to hospital and get it fixed. Well, when your mind is like that, you need to get it fixed. You know, it's the same concept. You know, some people, the crazy people, don't know they're crazy. That's the thing. The Knight of Wands with the Page of Swords energy, you know, the Page of Swords is a very curious, and I feel like the Knight of Wands is someone like making progress towards whatever it is that you're taking action about. Yeah, the Page of Swords is a very curious energy. You know, I'm seeing these birds here. They even look like kind of, I don't know what birds they are, but that looks like a budgie to me, but it's obviously not. But yeah, I feel like some healing is coming here. If it hasn't already happened, this is confirmation that it will. Yeah, I'm feeling like that with the 9 of Cups. This is like being in an emotionally well balanced place. Yeah, with the sun, very, you know, very happy place. It's like finally healing, you know, from whatever it was. That it could have been a past relationship, and you have to look for the lesson. Yeah, look, this is 4 of Cups. This is like, look, this, you know, to me, this is like contemplating, looking at what was gone rather than looking at what is. You know, I feel like there's a need to take, yeah, something that was 10 of Wands. Wow, I don't know if that's the wind or what, but it sounded like somebody's in the roof, but there's not. But yeah, there's a new spirit's like, yeah, from this 10 of Wands here, putting down these 10 of Wands, this is like someone who's had enough, who's saying, I can't do anymore. I can't do, it's like someone saying, I can't do another day's work. You can't on whatever it was, but this is a totally new beginning here. And I feel like it's been watched over as well. This fool is leaving this town behind, you know, taking a little dog and off skids. This deck fell out, yeah, and I wasn't going to pick it. We've got dreams realised here, manifest. You have the power to create and manifest what you desire. When you choose to push outside of your comfort zone and have determination, your dreams become reality. Now is a time to take action and have a clear focus on what you want. The universe works with you to create it by using your manifesting power for your highest good. And we've got partnerships and support here. You are being guided to reach out to form partnerships and alliances to expand your vision and perspective. Take this time to see who comes into your life that is offering to assist with your endeavours. Asking for help often leads to accomplishing your goals more quickly. Yeah, you just need to ask. And sometimes that's it, innit? It's ask and the door shall be opened. Knock and the door shall be opened. Ask and you shall receive. I'm sure that a Bible quote today, I'm sure it was something like that. We've got past life karma cycles here. So this could have been what this was. Sometimes it is that we go through these cycles and we learn so many lessons here, and it's awful that what we go through. But at the end of it, it's like going through the washing machine. You come out cleaner and better at the end. It might feel a bit like dizzy, but it's like, yeah, you made it out. This indicates a past life is the reason why the intense energy surrounds you. The person or situation, look into ways to clear past life karma and see the bigger picture of the situation by viewing it from a lesson perspective. Taking ownership for your part and forgiveness are key in releasing past life karma. Yeah, so forgive whatever that person did, because they were probably just a pawn in this game of life that spirit used to trigger your awakening, or to serve this past life karma. You probably knew this person in a past life. We've got awakening, expansion. You have been receiving messages that it's time for your soul to expand beyond the 3D vision. You are an old soul that is here to do many great things. You have come to realize this through doing the hard work and merging with your higher self. There is no going back. So enjoy this new way of being by having acceptance and inner peace moving forward. Yeah, so know that everything is divinely orchestrated. There's reasons why we go through the things that we do, and sometimes it can take decades to learn the lesson, but I feel like once you do, it's like you're an expert. You've learnt the lesson, you've seen everything that there is, that now you might not be responsible for how you are, like I didn't give myself CPTSD, but it is up to myself to heal it. We've got humanitarian service here, but I couldn't do it alone. I actually had to admit that I needed help because I didn't know how to control panic attacks and things like that. I used to tremble from head to toe, for pretty much all my life. I can remember being like in my early 20s, even younger, getting panic attacks and not realizing why. It wasn't until I was like 50 did I find out. Your soul longs to joyfully serve. Being of service is a huge calling that is honourable and satisfying. How are you being called to serve humanity? Serve with grace and humility to assist those that cannot help themselves. Be an advocate, a confidant, and an inspiration along the way. So yeah, you can put to good use what you've gone through, what you've learned in your life to help others know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Because when you're in it and can't see out of it, it's people that have been through it and come out the other end that are able to show you the way as well, So we've got these new beginnings, intention, new doors are opening and new opportunities are here. You are shifting into a higher frequency. By honouring yourself and your accomplishments, it's time for a fresh start and a clean slate. You are being asked to only bring your new self into this next chapter. Yes, leave the old one behind. I just split it on this spirit guidance, co-creation. Your spirit guides and guardians are here to assist you and to help you evolve into your authentic self. The time is now to see yourself as your spiritual team sees you. They ask that you remove all limiting thoughts and open yourself up to them. Meditation and asking for signs are a great way to deepen your connection. Yeah, I've asked for signs in the past, me. I asked for signs from the Most High. I said, I want to know that you are receiving my messages and my prayers and that I am receiving from you, that I know that I'm in touch with the Most High, of the highest white light, the source of all creation. And you know what happened to me? I even took a picture. I think it might be on my old Facebook. A rainbow appeared right outside my back garden. I am not kidding. I took a photograph. It was there. And I was like, well, you can't get any clearer sign than that. You know, it was there. It was so there. Like I could see through it. It was like, and I could see in front of it. It was just there in the backfield, just behind my garden. And the miracles I've seen is unreal. I've seen things in the moon, the stars, everything. You know, the sun. I've seen miracles. I've seen blood run from the moon. I have seen it with my own eyes. You know, I've seen so many things like I can't explain in the sky. Like, oh, it can only be like miracles to me. That's what I mean, I believe in miracles because they've happened to me. But ask for signs that so you know that you're on the right track, speaking to the right spirit, the Most High. Oh, we've got full circle completion here. You have chosen to learn from your mistakes and move forward, closing out the cycle. Every layer of yourself you acknowledge is a layer that served its purpose. You are now feeling your power by seeing your inner strength and determination pay off. Be proud of this moment and let it carry you forward. And there's something about a family dynamic here. It says reconcile. Your family is requiring time to heal issues that have created a wedge or unrest. We all need support as we move forward, and having an open, loving family unit is essential. Family dynamic. So you know, I mean, we've all been through it. You know, everybody thinks that they haven't got a dysfunction, that no one else has got a dysfunctional family. I think mostly everybody's got a dysfunctional family. They really do. I mean, when you see these people, it's probably not even real. You know, these perfect families that you see on TV and that. It's not real. We've got love redefined here, romance. Cupid has entered your heart and has awakened you to love and romance, but this time on a different vibration. Having a newfound love for yourself has created an opportunity for a new chapter with the possibility of cultivating healthy relationship. So, because when you love yourself, you will attract the right kind of people. Your vibration attracts your vibration. So if you're low and you're down, you're going to attract that kind of low, down, narcissist people, you know. So when you heal and you love yourself, you're setting the standard for how other people need to love you as well. Or we show them the door. We've got some good news here. Good news, positive energy. Your prayers have been heard. Good news is on the way. The universe wants you to have expectancy of positive outcomes in your life. I mean me. You have the power to manifest what you desire of your highest good by co-creating with the source. Now it's time to celebrate good time. Come on, let's celebrate. Mimi said, I want to say hello. Hello, and thank you to all you lovely people who donated for my operation. Look at my belly. My belly. She's so cute. Right, where was that other card? Yes, we've got to have a positive energy. Dreams realised. Manifest. You have the power to create. You see, it says that's the same card that came out before. And we've got soul family here, strength. Finding your soul family is a blessing that reaps many benefits. You are being asked to reach out and explore to find your soul connections. They will feel familiar, safe, and trusted when you meet them. Send out your intention to connect with your soul family and see who comes your way. Taking the leap. So we've got courage here. You have to let go of something good to get something great. Taking the leap into the unknown can be scary, but you are being called to have faith in yourself and the universe. If you want to experience the next level of success, you cannot stay comfortable. Enjoy the journey. Yes, can't stay comfortable here. I brought both the Queen of the Moon and the Queen of the Sun, because when we're seeing the sun, I thought I'm going to bring them both out, because I do believe that spirit has a message in these. Just pulling a sticker off one of my cards. I think it's because I bought them from the used from Amazon, and they've got like foreign words on. So I think it was probably from a different country, or it might be in this country and just didn't speak English. We've got will here. Will. Yeah, and I feel like it's our will. We have the will. We have the power, the will power. You see, it's power. Will is a power. And we've also got acceptance, yeah. But acceptance about what we've been through. It's like, people have found it hard to think, oh, I'll always make, because they get stuck in the victim mentality. We've got release, yeah. I feel like this is a time of release. Release it to the universe. Write it down. Burn it. Go to the beach. Do something, you can do something that's really positive. And I just dropped down my cards. Yeah, just release something into the universe, and watch, wait, and see. Just give a lot of things. You just got to give it up. Yeah, release again. It's release on the floor that fell out. So I feel like the spirit wants me to take this card, and it's number 27. Release. And we've also got here, it says assessing, surrender, resilience, and pleasure in all them, and change. I'm going to read this release to you. Let it go. It is time to release anything that does not serve you. Old negative habits do not engage you anymore, as the payoff is not enough. You are ready to make room for bigger, brighter, more aligned things. I freely release what I no longer need. There is a payoff if we decide to finally release something we no longer need. The payoff is as individual as you are, but there will be a universal feeling of making space for something new. The secret to effectively releasing what no longer serves you is, in fact, knowing that the payoff will indeed be worth it. Which makes it super important to know what that positive payoff may be. For example, giving up a habit such as smoking, which we know is detrimental to your body in that it is cancer causing, amongst other many nasty things. It has payoffs. What's the most important payoff is for you may be different for someone else who is giving up the habit, but it needs to be clear to your mind, body, and spirit. You might give up so that your body feels healthier generally, or so that your children and those around you aren't exposed to the smoke and chemicals, that you live longer, or that all that money you are wasting on cigarettes could be used for something that is more in line with what you really want, such as travel or a home, all of which are real payoffs for which it is worth releasing the habit. It is in magic, in particular in spellcraft, the art of release after raising power is vital to its effectiveness. Should we raise power without sending it out to the universe or deities in a focused way, it remains stagnant or stuck. This can cause us to feel overwhelmed. Companion stone or metal, smoky quartz. Now, I've got a smoky quartz and I wear that, and it's wrapped in copper. And so I love that smoky quartz. It's a very grounding, balancing energy, it is. But yeah, it could help you as well with addictions. Somebody might smoke. That's why Spirits brought that card out today. You need to quit. My nana, she quit, I think, a few years before she passed away, but she smoked pretty much all her life, and she smoked loads, like one after the other, and she just quit. Her son, my uncle, who's also passed away now, he said to her, "You stop smoking, and I'm going to pay for your laser eye treatment." And she did, and she got laser eye treatment. So for the last few years of her life, she had clear vision; she could see. So there's something that somebody has to let go here. Yeah, and I feel like it could be smoking. I mean, how much are they? They're so expensive. If you did smoke, you could just the money that you would spend on cigarettes, you could just save it, and then after 6 months, think about how much you've saved, and look how much you've saved, and treat yourself. Buy something good. But it said that is the truth. Truth is here. Truth. So yeah, we could be a smoke car. I can spray it on angels. What message do we have for the collective? Thank you. Love you. We've got action here as well. And joy. Athor. Joy. Number 17. Find ways to focus on experiencing your own joy and happiness. Stop handing over over the condition of your happiness to others. Celebrate your wins, big and small. When you are feeling chaotic, ungrounded, or unhappy, call upon Hathor. Her steadying influence of contentment is energy that is always welcome. I can find joy in peace and contentment. Hathor is the Egyptian goddess of happiness, contentment, and joy. The temples of Hathor were joyful places, full of songs, colour, and beauty. There were even small temples placed in her honour outside other major deities' temples, so that people could be in a happy and contented mood before entering to worship. The Egyptians clearly believed that having a positive or relaxed state of mind assisted in having a positive spiritual connection. Hathor is quite an easy deity to identify among the many that are presented. She is often pictured as a beautiful woman with the ears of a cow, or wearing cow horns, with the sun itself balanced between them, or in later depictions with the entire head of a cow wearing a sun disk. The cow symbology is a hint at her area of influence. Think of the animal, its soft eyes, its contented demeanour, its role in fertility and maternal nourishment, and you'll get the idea. Hathor was considered a mother and sky goddess in her earliest forms and was said to be the mother of the human pharaoh on earth, with Ra or Horus being the father figure. At the same time, her influence extended to all things that gave joy: music, dancing, sex, even a little partying and drunkenness. Her title as the Great Menat referred to the necklace women wore that represented a full womb. It was worn by both women and men, signifying continued fertility and virility. Menats also double as musical instruments and were used to invoke and draw Atha in ritual and dance by her priestesses. Companion stone or metal, aventurine. I'm sure I do have aventurine somewhere. Right, we're going to do a moon oracle. It says, what do you need to release? What do you need to release? It's either the people, places, or things. Some about the energy is gaining momentum here. So, yeah, and I feel like it's a perfect time when we've got this new moon with this ring of fire. It's like a passionate energy. Someone might just wake up, you just wake up and feel different, you know? Just making that small steps and that little changes, can really, really just completely shift the energy. Have faith in your dreams here. Have faith in your dreams. Bring love into the situation and take time to breathe out. And also, it says, you are good enough and the end of a tough cycle approaches. I felt like all this is, that was a lot. Yeah, and Spirit says, don't let the past hold you back. Don't be, it's like this is saying South Node, you need to be in your North Node. Being in your North Node, it's like you have accomplished your healing. You're coming out of your South Node is where you're actually in the karmic cycle. Coming to your North Node, it's like, yeah, you've accomplished it. But it's like having that faith, bringing love into the situation, taking time to breathe out. You are good enough. And this end of a tough cycle approaches. So I feel like this is already, you know, that it's the worst is behind you. The best is yet to come. Yeah, look at that, just fell on the floor. Well, it didn't fall on the floor, it fell on my knee. Knight of Acorns, action and drive. This is, you know, Knight of Wands. This is someone who's, you know, it came out again. This is confirmation. It's about you taking action, you finding the passion. Yep. Soon as I said that, passion and creativity, the Queen of Acorns. You see, this is someone standing in their power. Someone who's able to do this, you know. I feel like there's something that you've following your passion as well, you know. Like more passion, more passion. That's what I'm feeling. Yeah, there's some release and recovery here. This is like the Three of Swords. It's letting go. Whatever's may give you that broken heart, now is the time to get rid of it, release it. Look for the lesson in it, and find the blessing. Yeah, release again. This is a revelation. The Tower again, it's releasing something, putting the past behind you. It's a divine intervention. Seven of Acorns, determination and stamina, yeah. And this is like, you know, the Seven of Wands, standing up for yourself. It's like someone who's like, I'm not going to back down. The Seven of Wands won't back down to anything. You're not backing down. This is someone standing up now. Transformation, yeah. Transition, liberation, yeah. Standing up in your power. Transformation. And we've got patience and perspective here with the Hanged Man. It's like, yeah, you know, I'm going to look at things, look at the bigger picture here with the Hanged Man. It's seeing things from a different perspective. It's thinking, yeah, not, oh, look what happened to me. Look at it like, well, this happened to me and this is what I learned from it. Yeah, changing your mindset. Not feeling sorry for yourself. Look for the blessing in it. We've got courage here, solutions, persistence, and new possibilities. And balance and adaptability with the Two of Crystals. So I feel like bringing things into balance. That's like Two of Pentacles, that. Yeah, we've got discipline and determination. The Chariot, you know, you do need discipline. Especially if you want to stop smoking or something like that, break an habit. You do need discipline. You need to be able to say no to yourself and others as well when you need to be saying no. Don't say no when you could be saying yeah, you know, just to be awkward. But yeah, just say, you need to tell yourself no. Yeah, I'm seeing new possibilities and look, fulfillment, celebration, the world. I feel like this is completing a cycle. It's like, I feel like we go through lessons in life, yeah, and people see them, it's either a lesson or a blessing. I'm looking for the blessing. We've got endurance and determination, Knight of Crystals, Knight of Pentacles in normal tarot. I feel like this is someone who's, you know, stuck it out. Determined, someone who goes all the way, you know, endures to the end. Whoever endures to the end shall be saved. We've got the Star, peace and healing again, and celebration, productivity. Three of Crystals. This is like a Three of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like releasing something here. But whatever gets released, there's something good on the other side of that. You've always got to look for the positive in it. This is what got me through my life, having a positive mindset and, you know, and knowing when to ask for help. We've got Eight of Shells, quest and renewal. This is like Eight of Cups. You know, this is a quest, this is a renewal. This is like, you know, walking away from things that no longer serve you. Yeah, the Knight of Acorns and Knight of Wands. It is action drive. This is like taking them first steps. You know, it's like when you're a child, when you're a baby. Then babies take them first steps to fall down, yeah, but they get up and they do it again and they keep doing it until eventually they're walking and running. You know, that's what it is. It's becoming like babes as well, to the truth again. Because everything they taught us was just a lie. School is just a system that just wants us to be obedient, you know, to the system, which is a lot of bollocks. Four of Crystals, control and security, yeah. You know, I feel like this is about you taking control of the situation, you know, to give you security. I think controlling yourself gives you security as well. When you're in control of yourself, no one else is in control of you. Yeah, we've got the Page of Crystals, which is ideas and discipline. This is like the Page of Pentacles. I feel like this is a new idea, and this is something about starting something new. Yeah, it could be a love here. Again, choice, trust. You could have a choice in love, but I feel like trusting in love as well. Yeah, we've got truth and clarity here with justice. And we've got Queen of Crystals, comfort and prosperity. Very positive energy. When you irradiate this Queen of Crystals energy, you know, and I feel like love is justice. You know, we've got trust twice here. Well, no, that's trust and truth. But yeah, choices, clarity, trust. I feel like there's, you know, you've learnt your lessons from a past relationship, and we've got playfulness and bliss, free of shells. This is like having fun. You know, maybe don't jump straight head on into a relationship. Be friends first. Have fun. We've got a transformation with the Nine of Feathers. Perspective and self-empowerment. You know, it is, because the Nine of Swords, the Nine of Feathers can be, it's all about perspective, like how you see a situation. You can either be in anxiety that happened to you, or you can say, oh, do you know what it is? Look what I learned from that. I'm so much wiser because of it. You know, if you hadn't gone through that, you wouldn't have never known. And this is about liberation, transformation here. Again, I feel like it is. I feel like you will be liberated to transform, you know, transform that energy. I'm going to pull, we've got Buffalo Spirit, the abundant universe will provide 10. Yeah, it's like, don't worry about a thing, because every little thing's gonna be all right. Number 49, Rabbit Spirit. This is a lucky time. Now is a lucky time. I should be so lucky, 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 lucky. I should be so lucky in love. Let's have a look. I've got a Dog Spirit. Be loyal to what you love. I'm loyal to my dog, as I love them so much, my little babies. And it says here, time for a deep dive with the Swan Spirit. Also, swans, when they mate for life. A lot of birds do. Sing your own song here with the Canary Spirit. Sing your own song, yeah. Trail your own blaze. Blaze your own trail. Gosh, it says clear out the clutter. Frog Spirit, clear out the clutter. I've seen watch your words or something. Watch your words and this and that are true. Somebody might need to watch what they say, because sometimes I was thinking about that today. I thought, you know, when we were in texting, it can be taken a different way to as if we were speaking. Whereas if you're speaking, people can hear the tone of your voice and everything else, you know. But when you're texting, it can come across differently. I don't know. I just thought that, you know, like Flamingo Spirit, embracing the in-between, number 26. Embrace the in-between. Tend to the small things, the Mouse Spirit, number 40. Yeah, sing your own song. Be here now with the hummingbird. Time for a beginner mind. Turn your knowledge into wisdom. Know your worth. Think on your feet, because a rebirth is assured. Dream the world into being. Sing your own song. So yeah, I feel like this is about someone taking stock of everything and looking at things from a different perspective. You know, let me just pull a couple of whispers and then I'm going to have to go, because I need to sort my animals out. In your journey, there will be times where you feel lost, confused, lonely and angry. These are times of transition. You won't feel those emotions forever. You are transitioning to a better, stronger version of yourself. Shed away those unneeded layers and keep growing. Yeah, every day we grow. That's what I mean. Like, we learn from the things, you know, and we keep going through the same things as well if you don't learn the lesson. And we'll keep meeting the same kind of people until we actually love yourself enough to set the standard. Go back to the heart of who you truly are. There you will find peace. Look at your life in its entirety. Acknowledge any old wounds and then release them. Use what they taught you as added strength. Keep moving forward with a renewed sense of confidence. Yeah, I feel like somebody, will find that confidence again. If you thought you'd lost it, it's still in there. Go back to who you used to be. Like, remember who you are. This is what kind of vibe I'm getting. Remember, somebody needs to remember who you are. Go back to the way you were at your best. We've got 12-12 today. I've seen I picked my phone up, it's at 11-11. Duality. Within you are shadows of dark and beams of light. The divine is reminding you to embrace the duality that is your individual spark. The spark is being ignited and is ready to illuminate the path ahead. I fully embrace who I am and allow change where it is needed. I trust the duality within me. We've all got dark and light in us, You can be, or if you go too much, it has to be a balance, If you're full of light, or you'll be shining like your aura will be popping. I know that you have been questioning yourself lately and wondering if you are good enough or strong enough to do that which your heart desires to do. This message is here to remind you that you really are more than capable of doing it. Rise up and take that leap of faith. You can do it. You see, straight from spirit. Excuse me, confirmation. Let go of the old, make way for the new. You may find yourself being distracted by random thoughts, fears, or doubts. Don't allow yourself to be governed by them. Simply observe and choose to take aligned actions and choices. Yeah, so if you find yourself going down that dark road, just bring yourself back out of it. Swap it for a positive thought. Don't place limits upon yourself. You are an infinite being with infinite potential. You can have and be anything you want. Don't hold yourself back or allow anyone else to. This is your life. Live your truth and remain heart-centered at all times. Well, that is your reading, and I'm going to leave it there. I feel like, yeah, it's a time for change, time for action. Looking at things from a different perspective. Know that it was a lesson, that it was a blessing in disguise. You opened your eyes, something that triggered you maybe to heal, which is a good thing. It's not a bad thing. Forgive them and move on. There's something, a powerful message here for someone. Have a wonderful Wednesday. I love you all. Take care. God bless. And I will see you soon.